Okay. Let's see if I don't know. Other courses are not these. I don't know. Are you is it that you guys the opening? I remember I just had 7 people. Is it are you guys that not interested, or how will I put it now? So welcome John Elijah, Kizito,
Thank you,
and
sir.
so do we have any questions? Were you able to go through what we have? Do you have any questions? Let's see how we can deal with them.
No question from my end for now, sir.
Okay, that is John Elijah. Okay. So I think it's only digital marketing that we didn't get we didn't get any question. All right, I think we will just go ahead and we'll go ahead and do the class. And okay. All right, can you hear me? If you can hear me, you can say so or reply via reply via text. Okay. Now, did all of you were you all able to look at the content for the week? we're all able to look at the content for the week. That is from day 1 to 3. Please let me get a response so that I know what to do, please. Okay, 1 and 2. All right, John Elijah say you did 1 and 2. So you were not able to cover you did, that is introduction to content marketing, then steps. You did steps on. All right, so basically that means you did introduction to content marketing, steps to develop content creation framework. I think that is it. I wonder what is going on. And that is to say that we don't have questions, and because we couldn't round up what we have for the week. And it's not, can't quite say it's amazing why we should have just 3 persons here, but it's no problem at all. Let the 3 of you benefit as much as you can. So now, digital marketing. We talked about, I don't know how many of you here were present in or was present when we're talking about the importance of content. One of the videos that we're supposed to cover was supposed to talk about getting a catchy headline, right? The importance of getting a headline that turns head. You know, what is common for us here in this part of the world is content that are quite misleading. When you see a misleading, for instance, content like, oh, Zoe Michael is mourning again. People like, oh, what is this? You open and you see something else. All right. So those are unethical, not correct, and so, but it is possible that we determine the best headings. And that is what we will just do today, because you've been unable to finish your course. So you try as much as possible to continue the course from Monday. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen with you, and we'd like to talk about headlines. Let's talk about headlines. And I'm going to use basically different format from what we have in the videos that you ought to consume. Then, after we talk about emotional value of headlines, how headlines could have emotional value, we ought to see how to, when we talk about segmenting audience, what we mean by segmenting audience and your audience, and how you go about that using your customer value chain or your customer value journey. Okay, I'm going to lead you up into customer value journey, and then we close for the day. So what we are going to start with is going to be the emotional value of a headline. Okay. All right. So let me share my screen, and all right. So we'll first search for headline analyzer, but I don't really want to search for headline analyzer. What I want to do is to open the headline analyzer straight, and the headline analyzer is from Amin Institute, or So it's going to be from the American Institute of Marketing Headline Analyzer. Okay. Okay. So we have, can you see my screen, please? Can you hear me at all, please? All right. Thank you, John Elijah. So let's go on. So I have the headline analyzer I want from the Advanced Marketing Institute, right? I click on the headline analyzer to analyze my headline. And a headline is more or less like your title. Whether you're writing blog post, or you're posting a video on YouTube, you're writing a caption on social media. So the headline is important and can basically go across multi-platforms. Okay, so we have this headline analyzer now. Let's say we want to analyze this topic, how to manage your emotions. So we have this headline, and this will be serving as will serve as a topic for a blog post. So we want to see how people are going to interact with this content based on what they think about the topic. So I've written my topic here on the Advanced Marketing Institute Headline Analyzer. I'll then click on Submit for analysis. So I have my results here. They say 40%. They said this score indicates that your headline has a total of 40% emotional marketing value. Your headline score is based on a scale of 0 to 100. To put this score in perspective, the English language contains approximately 20 emotional marketing value words. For comparison, most professional copywriters' headline will typically have 30 to 40 EMVs in their headlines. So now let's look down on the classification of our headlines. Though our headline is more or less intellectual and spiritual. So therefore, it's going to resonate with people who are intellectuals and the people who are in the spiritual sphere of life. So you see now, probably because of my experience, I can just come up with a topic with high emotional value. So you see, why a topic with high emotional value? A topic with high emotional value will definitely have high amounts of clicks, because whether we like it or not, whenever you make a post or whenever you make a post, people get to see a little bit of it. That it doesn't just have a trap, right? A hook to hook them on to read on. It doesn't have something to keep them reading or something to call their attention. So with titles or headings that have high emotional values, you tend to understand who the topic is meant for, what are the characteristics of the hold on. What are the characteristics of the people? Like we see here now, we have those of intellectual and spiritual capabilities. So it's important that we know this, right? We have other headline analyzers and what you can use them for. Like in one of the courses that you are yet to take, which you were supposed to complete this week. We talked about headline, how to craft an engaging headline. This is one way that we didn't share. So, but I'm sharing it now here. Okay, and that is why these live classes are very important. I don't know if we have any team guide or here, because the live classes are important, and that you take the course materials we have available for you is likewise very important. And to also prepare questions, not just questions based on what you have covered. Maybe while going through the course material, something came, maybe an idea or a question about something you've tried that hasn't worked, or you definitely bring it to the table or on the table. So it's important that we take this seriously. I don't think people understand how serious digital marketing is. Marketing is everything. Every organization in the world, from Google to the smallest akara seller, every organization in the world, formal or informal, the purpose is of profit, to make profit. Every organization, not just profit. Let me not put it in the so-called profit area, but call it value transactions. To transact value. That's the sole purpose of every organization in the world. So, and you see that marketing comes into driving that purpose. Okay, so it's important that we actually see how important marketing is. Digital marketing or marketing is not for people who tend to say, okay, I want to learn a tech skill and let me see. It seems digital marketing is simple and so on, because maybe they feel others are more complex. Every course have their own complexity, right? That's right. But every course have the areas where they are complex and have areas where they are simple. And now, before anything makes sense, before anything whatsoever makes sense, the first thing is that who are we selling this product to? Who is this business for? Those are questions. I would really love to get those questions. How do I ensure that my ad gets to the right people? How do I ensure that my content gets to the right people? And who are the right people? Right from the introduction to content marketing, I think those questions should pop up. Okay. So, and if you had gone further again, you figure out we talked about creating audience persona, creating a customer persona, where you say, for this person, these are the characteristics of the persons I want to communicate with. I want this set of people to consume my content. And because I want this set of people to consume my content, I will create this content in this way. Okay. Using a different way and what basically makes sense to them the most. So, but with that, I would like to share with you a customer value journey, and explain to you what everything within that customer value journey means. Okay. Then we are going to look at content marketing tools and how to work with content, basically content marketing tools, basically introducing it to you because we are going to deal with them in our second month. Okay, I guess you can still hear me. Can you still hear me, please? Nobody is responding. Okay, I can see from the chat. Okay, Motai, we can still hear you. I can hear you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Okay. So let me share this with you now. And so we talk about the customer value journey. Okay, the customer value journey now talks about steps that we can take we can basically take leads from getting to know our business, our content, whatever it is. We can basically take them through a journey that in the end they become promoters of our business. It is possible that we are ambitious enough to be able to understand that every one of us can actually have a business online, whether it's just content. And if you are creating content, the goal of your content will basically be probably now to monetize your channel. Okay. So in monetizing your channel, you should know who your audience are. For instance, I was talking to someone some days back, and we're talking about YouTube Shorts and the normal YouTube videos. We're talking about these videos and the new guideline, the new YouTube guideline. And if you know, normally it would be that some people will feel like it will be more difficult for them to pick on or to actually get people or the views from the shorts. But for some people, when they understand that their audience can actually take shorts more, because they will not have time to go through long videos or long tutorial videos, you see that those kind of person have understood their audience, because they know that their audience can only consume short videos. Okay, and these short videos are enticing because it keeps the adrenaline up and so on and so forth. So how do we take customers from just becoming leads to paying customers and loyal promoters of our business? The first step is to make the customer aware, to make people aware of our business. And how do we begin to make them aware of our business? When you create content, and let me use the example. Say you are a chef, right? Or you are basically someone who likes to cook. It might just have been your passion, but you're not a trained chef. You can talk about cooking traditional foods, local dishes, right? Nigerian local dishes. And because you are talking about traditional local dishes, let's say you go today you say you want to cook one from Yoruba, tomorrow is Igbo, and you go back to Hausa, and from Hausa to this. So you are working without a structure. And because you are working without a structure, it is difficult for someone who would like to follow you to know that, oh, on Wednesdays, Chef ABC prepares a local dish from the north. On Thursdays, Chef ABC prepares a local dish from the east. So because it's that difficult, it actually is difficult to make people aware of what you do. Awareness is not just, hey, I post self-help cooking tips on YouTube. That is not just awareness. Your followers should be this aware. They are aware of your calendar. They are aware of your values. They are aware of the emotionally aware and connect with you based on why you are taking them on that journey. You see, that is why I don't know. I don't know how many of you do watch American Got Talents, Britain Got Talents, and so on. I know you'll have figured out, those who watch it, will have figured out this pattern of sub-stories. Stories where, okay, John Elijah said he does. Stories where people come and tell you a story, oh, this and that and that and that. You see, if, okay, there's this this story about, there are many stories, basically. A story of being abandoned, being sick and getting better, a story of never having to do the skill before, and so on and so forth. You see, it makes the audience more invested in on what you have to offer. It makes the audience look with more empathy instead of with judgment. See, it is said that the first time you start will not be the best time. Yes. But sometimes, if you don't carry people along, the judgment you receive from your first time, I doubt you'll be able to stand to do the second time. So awareness takes a lot. There's the emotional awareness value there. There is the ethical value for awareness where you ethically engage your audience to know more about you. I used to use McKenzie comedy to share in the early days of McKenzie comedy. They try to make sure McKenzie, Emanuela, and so they try to make sure they were consistent. Consistent, not just that they posted their videos every week, but they posted their videos every week on the day they said they were going to make the post. And they kept their followers engaged by informing them. And that this video will be dropping by this time, this video will be dropping by this time, this is the time we drop our videos. So it gets to a point whereby they don't have to inform anybody anymore. But they are aware. The audience is aware. They are aware. And every opportunity that McKenzie has to talk about who Emanuela is, who Anti-Success is, and all other members of their crew, every opportunity they have to talk about that. They talk about that to draw you, make you emotionally invested in what they are sharing with you. They shared with you the awards. They shared with you the Disney offer for Emanuela. They shared all of these things. They shared their growth, shared their success, so that you'll be invested. That is actually keeping you aware. Then, while being aware, the next stage is to engage. You see that the truth is, when you are invested, the awareness now is not just to know, right? That's why I brought about the emotional value into it. Awareness is not just to know. You might know and don't care, right? It's not just to know. You might just know and you don't give a damn about what you know. Well, in this case now, the awareness here now talks about the emotional investment into a thing that you do. Then when people are emotionally invested, they engage. There's a recent video I watched of a janitor who sang on a stage of American God's Talent. And he said he had been a janitor for 20-something years. And he had never sang, that he was singing anyway. He knows he could sing. And children in the hallway like that he sings. They have always encouraged him to sing and so on. When he climbed the stage, he was shy and basically tensed. He was asked, and you could hear how quiet the place was. He shared, he got people invested in the story, then he sang beautifully. Where the engagement comes now, it's not just the active participation in the clapping that he had in the auditorium. But if you go to that video now, you'll see how people who were in his elementary school, who had graduated long ago, over the years, will engage on that post, will tell him, oh, wow, I'm grateful that you're able to take the opportunity. Some will say, I'm happy you will share your talent with the world. And some will say, never better late than never, and so on and so forth. So some of you are asked, some of you have never commented on YouTube, not to talk of Facebook. Some of you don't even like when you watch a video, you just consume it happily and you leave. But so you understand that it's not that easy to engage. Engagement is not easy if you are not emotionally engaged. If you are not aware, you cannot engage. So now that is just engagement on that platform. But engagement here is to be more invested when it comes to even product to a company. You should be now concerned about what a company puts into place. I remember one time I was looking for an orthopedic bed, and somebody recommended Mocha. So I was asking that, don't they have Vital Orthopedic? So I met someone, we're talking about it, and she was very concerned. She had nothing to do. She had nothing to do with Vitafoam. Wasn't their staff, but she was so angry that Vita has a lot of fakes coming out. She felt the pain for Vitafoam, and later I got to know that she likes Vitafoam. The foam she had been using for a while is Vita, and she feels that only Vita should be the best quality, and so on. So you see how somebody is emotionally involved. As I'm sharing this story with you, I'm sure you are figuring out friends who will tell you to buy from a vendor. If you don't buy, they'll be beefing you as if the vendor is sharing money with them. The vendor is not giving them money, but they are just engaged. Okay. Now, the third is to subscribe. You see, even while looking at that YouTube example, you see that when you engage, it is easy for you to subscribe. Whether you physically engage or emotionally engage, it is easy for you to subscribe to that channel, because what? You want to see more of it. You want to have more of the experience. Then, when you engage, when you subscribe, then it's to convert. To convert here means that you are converting the lead. Through awareness, engagement, to subscribe, the person is still just about the lead. So when somebody subscribes, the person is actually turning to a customer. But now, to become a customer, you have to make a purchase, right? You have to make a purchase. That means you have to convert. That means that is when you are converted. When you make a purchase, that is when you are converted. You know that now you see most YouTube channels have the join button where you join the communities, right? That is one. You have also that you can have a store, right? You can have a store where you can purchase items. Okay, you can purchase items from YouTubers. So now, in such a case, using YouTube as an example, when you have subscribers and you have those who can jump from being subscribers to joining the active community, as well as buying or purchasing products from the channel. Then I want to basically point, I don't know if you can see my pointer. I want to point to the fact where we have a kind of a way where leads can be dropped and re-nurtured. The customer value journey outlines the way a lead will be nurtured into a paying customer. Now, for conversion, after conversion, some leads will drop. And they will drop what? When they drop, they are not dropping to subscribers, they are going to drop to engagement channel. So you know how to handle your leads. After converting your leads definitely have to be excited. That is the goal, right? If I purchase a product from you, I have to be excited about it. If I'm not excited about it, that means I'll drop back to the engagement stage, because excitement means I'm happy with the customer service, I'm happy with the product delivery, I'm happy with the after sales service, I'm basically happy with everything. So I'm excited, right? Then the next stage is to ascend. Okay, now let me explain this way now. The ascending stage is a unique stage, right? Let me put it this way. Some of us, we have this very vendor. Let me just say groceries, right? Groceries, or how we call it in this part of the world, provisions, or toiletries. Toiletries, let me call it toiletries, where you buy your soap, bathing soap, and so on, and your beverages, right? So some of us have this ideal, or how do we call it now, customers, right, that we go to buy things from. Now, it's not that they sell anything different. It's the same thing, the same product, not at a cheaper rate, but we prefer to go there to buy them because there's something that vendor is doing that actually excites us. And let's say we usually go there to buy a particular product. Let's say the big Bonvita, right? Big tin of Bonvita. The upselling here means that we go either above to buy something higher, different from what we go to buy, or we buy more products. Using an electronic shop, for example, if you have a customer and you bought a set of DVDs from them, you might decide to buy, you might see this television that you really like and go back to buy them, but you'll have gotten that TV from anywhere. Then advocate is a very important stage. Now, the advocate stage is a stage where a customer becomes an active marketer, right? The customer becomes like a marketer that advocates for your product. If, for instance, if you ask some people now, they'll tell you that they prefer LG, right? LG Electronics. While some will tell you that they prefer Samsung. And if you go to mobile, the same thing. So I'll tell you that they can never use Techno, they can never use this, they rather use that for the Android users, right? You'll see they can never use these products, or say Journey and so on. So when you see how you can see that while maintaining that there is a way you can influence your circle to basically use that product. You are basically advocating for that product. Then promotion, you are going out, right? Out of your way promoting. Like, let me give you an example. I think some of you will have noticed this. If you buy a product, let's say you buy a product from an online source. You see what the online source will give you. There is a message that comes and say, share this on your social media. And what is the message? I just purchased a product from maybe Konga, for instance. You say, I just purchased a product from Konga. Why is Konga doing that? Konga is moving you quickly. You converted. But Konga is moving you through Excite, Ascend, Advocate, moving you to promote. Jumia, the same thing. Amazon and the rest. They are trying to fast track your movement through the customer value journey. Because when you tell somebody, when you post on social media, it goes to your timeline, right? And your friends see it. So if you buy a product and they are saying, make this post, I just purchased, it happens too when you purchase, say, hosting and so on. You say, make a post. I just purchased this hosting from this hosting provider. Now, what they are trying to do is to help them advocate, to promote. Okay, promote this. That is to say that you are actually giving the consent that these people are good and that this is who you are with. Okay? All right. So, any question on that? Okay, Motayo said no. I guess it's clear. All right. So let's go ahead let's talk about content marketing tools and basically a cycle of which we will take our content marketing through. So the first thing that we do before even going on to write our content is to do a content research. And to do a content research, we need a content research and planning tool. All right. So we have many content research and planning tools. One of the most common is Ahrefs, right? There is the Google, okay, no question yet. There's the Google, the Google trend, right? let me see, let me share this with you and share the Google trend with you so that we take a look at it. You can still see my screen, right? Google Trends. All right. So this is a Google trend. And if you want to be a good content creator, and you remember, content can be text, can be videos, can be podcasts, and so on. So now, in the Google Trend is a free tool, and I recommend it. Okay, the tool that I recommend to search for a trend. It's to explore what Nigeria is searching for right now. You need to know what is happening. Even if you want to write on an abstract topic, on an abstract content, you need to be able to put trendy discussions within it. Okay. Now, you can come to Trending Now, the Trending Now tab, so that you actually see what is trending. But if you're on the Home tab, you need to search for what you have right now. For instance, if I have a keyword in mind, and I want to see how it's trending currently, I will just say, okay, the keyword I have is making money online. The key phrase, let me say so. I click on Explore. When I click on Explore, it loads the interest over time. I will basically see the interest. I will come to the region. And for some weird reason, Rivers, I have a whole lot of people searching for how to make money online. Way more compared to Latif Kende say he can't hear my voice. Please, can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Let me know if it's just Latif. Okay, Latif, probably increase the volume of your device on your device. Or are you using an earpiece? Okay, so you can also swap from, maybe it's a city, you can basically change it from region to city to see city by city. All right, so for city case, we have Enugu here, is higher in Enugu, lowest in Lagos. So this is interest by sub-region. This is the trend. Then when we come now to related topics, you see that we have a topic here, making money online. And we basically see the interest over time. Okay, so that is how you explore. That is how you explore a topic, or you explore a key phrase or a keyword. But if you want to see what is trending, you come to what is trending now. What is trending, right, is collected from Google search. So you are going to see the different. June is trending. June is at #1 with 5K plus searches. You have Tosin Dara Bioyo, Mufti Yaks, Eminem. These are trending daily search. Now, this is in Nigeria. If you want to know what is happening in any other country, you come and check what is trending in any other country. Okay. So in Nigeria, we don't have real-time search trends to see how people are searching for now. But this is just a summary, like I said. It gives a daily summary of what is searched for. So to see more of what is trending, you can search for it, okay? And basically see more of it. So if you're making a post, you can use hashtag June or on YouTube, you can use hashtag June so that it pops up when somebody search for what is trending. Okay, so that is how the Google Trend works, and it's efficient, I must say. Okay. All right, so let's go back to then content writing tools. Let's go to content writing tools. I've given you for content research and planning tool. I've basically stated we have Ahrefs and SEMrush is paid. Google Trend is free. Then I talked about CoSchedule in one of your videos that you have to consume this week. So you have to look at that course on CoSchedule, right? Because I talked on CoSchedule. I have now shared Google Trend with you. These two at least are free and highly efficient. Highly efficient. Okay. Then for content writing tools, we have many content writing tools, but I'll share this with you, and I know it's going to be helpful. For content writing tools, we have Grammarly. We have Grammarly. Okay, we have Quillbot. We have Quillbot. So if you are a fast writer and you ever have, let me see. Okay, can they say you can hear me now? If you are let me say you have idea. You see, I've always encouraged people to write. If you might have ideas to write, but probably your challenge could be your tenses, maybe spelling. If that is your problem, then you don't have a problem. In today's world, you don't have a problem. Bring your ideas alive, write, create content. Create your content, then take it to Quillbot and ask Quillbot to paraphrase for fluency. Let me give you an example here. Let's go back to this, and I'll say, let's go to Quillbot. Quillbot, okay. Now, this is Quillbot AI paraphrasing tool, but it's not the AI per se. It's not like the ChatGPTs, the Gemini, and the rest. So they have a lot of things that they offer. They have paraphraser, they have grammar checker, they have plagiarism checker, they have AI detector. You know that if you want to contribute to blogs like Medium, they don't accept AI written content. So if you submit your content, they are definitely going to check it for analyze the text for AI contribution. So this is one of the things AI detector can do for you. You have the summarizer, you have the citation generator. Okay, so what we are interested in now is the paraphraser. Okay, so click on the paraphraser. This is the paraphraser here. Let me write something somehow. I know I usually do teach. I'm writing like maybe I'm writing a content now. Maybe it will be amazing to know other great things. So I say other great things instead of things, right? I just want to show this example and see how the use of I, right? So I have many wrong things here. So you see, we have different ways we can paraphrase. We have the standard, we have the fluency, we have natural, formal, academic, and so on. If you're writing paraphrasing for research papers or for your project, use academic. All right, so here for the synonym, if you just want to correct your sentences and not rewrite, what you need to do is to put it here on fewer changes to more accurate, fewer changes. Let your level be here. Don't ever take it up. if you are using this as a free tool, this is where you can stop. But if you're using the premium, you can stop at the premium here. So this is, you see, it changed almost everything when we took it higher. See, I know I generally teach. Maybe it would be nice to learn about more excellent things. You see that there's S now added. My I is corrected, isn't it? But let's take it to the lowest, right? Here. So that it just corrects the only thing we want it to correct, which are the wrong things. It said, I know I usually teach. You see, I know I usually is the same thing. It's just change the I to the correct I. Maybe it will be amazing to learn about other great things. You see, the S is added now. So this is one tool that can help you clean up your writing. Okay, you can use it on mobile, you can use it on a laptop, on a PC. So you don't have any issue. So for a free account, you can put up to 121 words, right? Characters, rather, 121 characters. You can, words, rather, words, 121 words. You can use 121 words. So I believe that has been helpful. That is one. Grammarly is another. Now, Grammarly, I prefer this to Grammarly basically because Grammarly can be a little misleading. Grammarly, you have to know what you are doing to use Grammarly. But Quillbot, you must not know what you are doing. You just write and tell it, paraphrase for fluency for me. And let me share. I hope I stated this. You pick on fluency. You can pick standard. Let's pick standard and see the difference. Standard will scatter the text. It will change it to something else. Let's say you want to copy my words and you want to change it, make them yours. You can use standard. You see, standard say, I'm aware that I typically teach. Perhaps learning about more amazing things will be incredible. You see, that is, standard just changes everything. Then natural gives you a more natural form of language, okay, on the natural mode, but you have to pay for that. You have to pay for formal as well, academic, simple, creative, expand. You have to pay for all of these ones. But standard and fluency are free, and I think they are good enough for you to use for now, right? Until you want to actually upgrade to greater things. Okay, that is for content writing tools. So visual content creation tools. Okay, on visual content creation tools, you know the Canva, right? Canva is popular. We know Canva. Then then we have the video tools where we edit video, like the Adobe Premiere Pro. You can use CapCut on your you can use CapCut on your phone, or your mobile, as well as on your PC. You can use Adobe background remover to remove backgrounds for free. And Adobe also have something similar to what Canva does. When you remove your background, you can basically do work on your visuals there. I want to share something with you again, and that will be freepik.com. Okay, freepik.com. Let's say you are creating a content and you are looking for great pictures of wonderful quality, and you are looking for AI generated pictures. Hey, you can generate your own AI pictures from Freepik as well. Okay, and let's basically pick anything here to search. But you can search from here anyway. Okay, you have different search areas here. You can say it's photos you want to search for. and you want all of them to be free because you have paid and free photos. Let me say a man. Actually, if you ever experience this, that you want to write search here and it keeps going down, what you do is just click somewhere here and you still search, or you come to AI image generator. This is where you pick your AI image generator. If you want to search for a similar picture, let's say you have a picture and you want to search for a similar picture, you come and search by image, click here, then upload the image, okay? For AI image generator, I told you you can also generate your image here using AI. This is the Freepik AI generator, image generator. You can now search, write your prompt here, whether you want it on no style or comic or digital art or painting or cartoon, anything you want to. Let's pick cartoon and say a man, or let's say a tribal farmer. Or say generate. So it's generating for us. Let's see what it does, what it generates for us. You see, these are pictures that have been generated. They are free, right? You can use the pictures for your media, okay? You can change the color if you like. You can adjust the camera how you want it, change the lighting as you like, and other settings as well. Okay, this we have created this. Let's use another style. Let's pick another style. We don't want cartoon. We can just say all style. Okay, a tribal farmer with his children in the farm. Let's click on generate. So these are AI generated photos. Okay. You can basically use this to create your visual content. I'm sure you. Hello, somebody saying something?
Ma?
Did you say something?
Okay.
Miss Sharon, did you say something? Are you asking a question?
No, sorry, go on.
All right. So this is one way to create a picture of using AI generator, but you can basically get your image or images directly from, oh. Okay, so we have, so we just have 2 items to cover. Then we thank you so much, John Elijah. We have 2 items to cover, which we'll be talking about podcasting too. Most of us don't actually know that podcasts or podcasting is a great way of actually creating content, and that we can actually make money podcasting as well. Well, the truth is that there's nothing I'm teaching you here that I've not tried. There's no tool I'm introducing to you that I don't use. I don't use efficiently. There is none. In fact, there was a time I wrote about the benefit of using Quillbot, and Quillbot contacted me to offer me a premium partnership, a premium user account. Okay, because I've used, basically, because of the speed of what I do, I do a lot of things, and productivity is something I really want. I really want to be productive all day, all time. So I basically use tools that will help me be certain of what I put out. And quality is also important. So if you want to put out content that is great, content that is actually planned, using these tools will really be helpful, will be really helpful. These tools, like the tool I've shared with you now, if you go to YouTube now, you are going to see some tribal stories, traditional stories, and see how those channels are performing. I do my research. And you'll find out that it is using these tools like this that people have sat down to actually use them to create things very efficiently. So on the podcasting tool, there's Google Podcast. If you check, let me show you something now on Chrome. Now, I think next week you'll be taking a course on blogging, right? I pray that you guys stick to what you're doing. It's going to be beneficial. Stick to what you're meant to do. It's going to be beneficial, really beneficial. Let me share my screen and share this with you. Okay. Every Gmail account holder have access to lots of tools that they basically don't know and know how important they are and how to use them. You have the Google News. That is one. You have the Blogger. I created a course on blogging with Blogger, so you are going to see it next week. Then you have let me see. I'm not seeing podcasts here. Let me go to more Google apps, more for apps from Google and see. So you actually have, let me just search for it. You have the podcast. It was Google Podcast. It was there. Okay. So this is the Google Podcast. So you can create podcasts and host them with Google on Google Podcast. Okay. And you can see that you have other podcasting channels here. Other great podcasting channels here. Like the Diary of a CEO, which I follow these are very great podcasts on education. You understand? These are great men, and I follow this young man, and he's a great entrepreneur, Stephen Bartlett, a great entrepreneur. If you watch Shark Tank, you're going to see it's usually one of the sharks. So all right. So to webinar tools now, we have many. You have Podbean. Podbean is one of the podcast tools as well. Let me show you Podbean. Podbean is a hosting and Podbean. We have another called Buzzsprout. Podbean helps you host, at least you can host and monetize your platform on Podbean for free. Okay, this is Podbean. You can record your audio and you can use AI tools like the one given by Adobe AI voice editor, Adobe AI audio editor, Adobe Podcast, AI audio recording and editing. So you can use this tool to record and it edits your vocal using, oh my word, it's efficient. You can use your phone, right? Use your phone and record. Things are no longer difficult as it used to. Creators don't need to spend money. This tool you can use it for free up to an extent. You can mix background music, everything here on this Adobe Studio. Can you see my screen? Let me be sure that these amazing tools I share, you see them. So you can, okay. Okay. So you can use these free tools and create wonders from your mobile. You can record on your mobile, take them here to either enhance your speech or mic check or the studio, and basically have this. So this is to clean your audio. When you record on your mobile, for instance, to clean your audio, you will take it here. You choose file. You take your audio file here. Come here. You come to tools. Come to enhance speech. Then from enhance speech, you open this. You drop your audio file here. Then you enhance the speech. When you click on enhance the speech, you hear the sample. Then you are good to go. Okay. You down. Basically, when you are done enhancing, you basically download your enhanced audio. You see that for free, you can do a 30 minutes max duration video, and you just have 1 hour total daily limit. That is every day you must edit a content of not more than 1 hour. So you see that you can basically just use this to work on your stuff very well. And if you can use CapCut, let's say you recorded on CapCut and you have some distortion, some noise in the background and so on. Instead of using complex tool like Audacity and so on, I use Audacity. Instead of using complex tools like Audacity, you can use this. You can, on CapCut, just export the audio only, then bring it here, clean it, and take it back to CapCut. Okay? All right. So, any questions so far? Do we have any question, please? Okay. So in the absence of any question, I will recommend, Latif Kende, I see your hands up. Or have your hands been up? Do you have a question? Yes, do you have a question, please? Okay, in the absence of any question, I think we can call it a day, and because our expectation is that we will have completed this, and so that we do a class on it. But at least I still went ahead and shared what I plan to share with. Please, can you share those tools on our WhatsApp? On group. Okay. So Sharon, you want me to share the tools on your WhatsApp? Okay. So you basically will have access to this video, and because we are recording right now, you have access to the video, and you basically can go through it again. Okay, and that, I think that will be helpful. What you do is that you can basically start by, someone can help, who can help post the tools I've talked on. Is that Blessed or Sifo or John Elijah? Can you help post the tools I talked about on WhatsApp? John Elijah, are you there? Will you be able to do that for us? Okay. So okay, John, I'm asking if you'll be able to. Sharon asked that we post the tools I just discussed on WhatsApp, on the WhatsApp group. I was asking if you'll be able to do that for us. if you'll be able to post the tools I just talked about on the WhatsApp group. Oh, thank you. Thank you. John Elijah will post them. Thank you. So we'll call it a day since we've rounded up what we planned to talk about. Okay. So thank you all for making time to join. I pray you that next week, Saturday, we join on time. Usually what I do is that I'm here from 2:55 because I want to use 5 minutes to let everyone in and we begin immediately. These classes will be practical and it's expected that we are all present to gain from this experience. Please and please and please. It will do you well, do you good. All right. Thank you and have a great day ahead. And hey, happy new month to you all. I wish you excellence in this new month. Thank you so much. Okay. Bye-bye.